Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I wanted to make a quick video talking about the crazy Jonathan Majors news that has just been released. So if you're not aware, Jonathan Majors is was might be one of the upcoming superstars in Hollywood. He's been in Creed, he's been in Marvel, a bunch of stuff, and Marvel has been setting him up as the next Thanos, basically playing Kang the Conqueror. And what's recently happened is he has been found guilty on certain charges in the trial that's going on with him. I'm not going to give you all the details about the trial because I don't think that's really my place, but essentially he was found guilty of reckless assault, and I'm not going to pretend like I know what that means right off the bat, and that's kind of the point I want to make. As soon as he was found guilty of anything, that is it for his Marvel career. I'm pretty sure. Even if what he's actually guilty of isn't as bad as people thought, Disney is not going to risk having someone like that attached to any of their projects. So now they're in a bit of a pickle here because he is playing a character that technically is an infinite amount of people. He's already played different versions of Kang in the Marvel movies, basically. So he was in Loki as one version of Kang, he was in Ant-Man 3 as another version, and the whole point of this character was that there's so many different versions of him, but it's the same actor playing Kang. And now you have the one guy that you needed to play all these people. Now you can't use him. Right now, Disney hasn't made an official statement as I'm recording this, or they could just pull a Warner Brothers and do what they did with Ezra Miller, where the guy who's playing the Flash, he is crazy, but they just don't say anything. Basically, they pretend like nothing's wrong. That's basically what Warner Brothers did with Ezra Miller, but in that case it was just one movie that they kind of had to get through. And in this situation, Kang was supposed to be the next Thanos, basically times infinity. I think there's even rumors now that Avengers the Kang Dynasty is just going to be called Avengers 5 for now. Like they're actually just going to move away from what they've set up, because what they've done so far with the character, they haven't really succeeded in making audiences really intrigued for this phase. If you look at all the numbers, they have been going down, and critics and fans alike just haven't really been into it. So maybe Marvel can use this as an opportunity to pivot and go away from the whole Kang storyline. I think they used the character wrong in Ant-Man 3 anyway. They've kind of written him out of the Loki series. Spoilers, by the way, for the Loki show, but at this point in the MCU, Loki has replaced Kang as the overseer of the multiverse, basically. Now, Loki is the one who basically keeps the multiverse intact. So I don't know if that was always the plan, but right now they've kind of just written Kang out of that role, so they don't have to worry about that. It's just the one guy you really needed to stay clean. Something like this happens, and I don't know too much about the specifics. If all this stuff is true, then that sucks. But if it's not, the damage has kind of already been done. And let's say his name does get cleared, I don't think Marvel or Disney are going to want to be attached to this in any way, shape, or form. So yeah, it sucks. Hopefully Marvel can find a way to right themselves in a better position than they were before. I know I've heard they're thinking about replacing Kang with Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom is basically the villain in the Secret Wars storyline, so they could very easily just make Doctor Doom the villain for Avengers 5 and Avengers 6, and that would basically be a Thanos repeat. The weird thing about Marvel right now is that we're getting two crazy Avengers movies within the next 2 years, basically, in 2025 and 2026. And we haven't gotten any just like normal Avengers movies between Endgame and Avengers 5. You know how we had Avengers Age of Ultron, and that was kind of like filler to keep us entertained until we got to the Thanos stuff? We haven't really got that. We haven't gotten any team up so far, and all of a sudden we're going to be fighting, well, not Kang anymore, but some big bad. And then it's also going to lead right into Secret Wars. It just feels rushed. It feels like nothing's actually been happening, even though we've gotten way more Marvel content than we have before. Everything feels very disconnected. Like we've had She-Hulk, we've had Moon Knight, Ms. Marvel, Hawkeye, all this stuff. So many shows. The Echo show is coming out soon, but none of it feels connected whatsoever. Like Marvel doesn't know what direction they want to go, so they don't want to write any weird end credit scenes where they're pigeonholed. So yeah, I think that's why a lot of people aren't really invested, because it's clear Marvel doesn't know where they're going. So how are the fans supposed to be excited if they don't really have a direction to to look. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about this because, it's interesting and hopefully it all works out better for the end for every party. This is just another chill, relaxed, minimal video. So if you enjoyed it, please like it so more people can see it. And yeah, that's enough out of me. I'll see you next time. I almost got through that one.